This is your reading for the sign of Virgo. So I'm going to skip my usual spiel and just jump right in. Let's go ahead and flip the cards. By the way, the cards are face down. You can't see it in the video, but I haven't looked at them. So we are looking at them kind of at the same time here. So the first cards I have represent the recent past for you. I have the Queen of Pentacles and the Oracle card of Cancer, the zodiac sign Cancer. So the zodiac sign Cancer, if you don't know, is all about kind of like shelter and safety. And then with the Queen of Pentacles, this is like hiding for safety, because the Queen of Pentacles is already a little bit withdrawn. So this is like hiding out to keep safe from what? I don't know. This could be like basically as light as nesting, or it could be a little bit of reclusion here. Could also be, like I was saying, like literally hiding. So let's take a look at what else comes out. So for the recent past, again, kind of bleeding into the present, I have the throne or the chair and the Oracle card of the number 8. So look at this. We got the Queen, she's clearly got a chair in the picture. We got a chair here. You guys are getting comfy. This is about comfort. I think you guys are just hanging out at home, because the number 8 is like a wall. It's like protection. It is having enough stuff around you. I feel like you guys are nesting and just getting really comfortable on the couch or on a chair. On the bottom, I have the 3. So you guys could also be entertaining people. You could be just engaging a lot of people. 3 is the number of social activity. So maybe you guys are just socialites, even though you're doing it from home. Maybe you're having people over or whatever. All right, let's see what's on top here. I do feel like there is something in the background where there is a little bit of something nasty that we're hiding from. Like maybe we're staying at home because we don't want to go into work. We're working from home because there's something nasty lurking there, okay? There is a little bit of that feel here where there might be a little bit of a reason for all this. Anyway, so yeah, it's just, but looking at these next couple of cards just to see if I can get any more clarity, it's just really looking like you're enjoying free time, okay? Enjoying free time by being comfortable in your own comfortable space. Mars, the I, and the 0. And maybe even just looking for a fun time, looking for something to come up randomly. I don't think anything is coming up for you. If you're waiting for like a party to happen, it's not really happening. You're just kind of keeping comfortable to yourself. All right, so that's enough of the recent past. I'm going to move into the present. So in the present, I think I want to start by looking at the position of the head. This tells me what you guys are thinking about, what's on your mind, and your strategies at the moment, how you're also seeing your situation. I have the Ace of Wands with the rabbit here. You guys are like seeing the situation like there's either a lot to do, or you have a lot of resources at your disposal to be doing things. I think you just have a lot to do. Let me see which one it is here. I think you guys got a lot on your plate. You're very busy, or at least you could be. Or maybe, this is the recent past. I think you're out of this vacation period in the recent past, and I think now it's kind of like pedal to the metal, and you guys are facing the music with all this shit you have to do. Let's see what else comes out. Tell me about the rabbit with the Ace of Wands for my Virgos. All right, I have the cat, Capricorn, and some other cards that don't really affect this, but the cat and Capricorn. This is a lot of errands to run, a lot of Capricornian things, chores, work, right? Just a lot of that stuff, but a lot of it is physical. Like you guys are like physically running around with the Ace of Wands. All right. On the bottom, though, we have the bed, which is to say, I think you guys have been maybe resting for a while. So it's kind of like getting out of bed, right? It's like a jolt out of bed. And you're like, oh crap, I got a lot to do. I got a lot of people to talk to. I got a lot to say. I got a lot of places to see people. What is that term? Places to be, people to see, whatever it is. All right, so that's the position of the head. I'm going to stay in the present for just another minute, but I want to look at your emotions. So that's going to be the position of the heart here. I have Aries. Wow, with the King of Wands, you guys are feeling on top of your game. So maybe after this rest period of nesting or just like hanging out in your house, you guys are ready to jump in. You're feeling revitalized here. Aries and the King of Wands. That is vigor. That is vitality. That's just revitalization. You guys are feeling refreshed and back to normal to yourselves, back to your own selves. And you got like that passion about you. Okay, so I feel like that you have this passion, and I think you're going to need it because remember, you guys got a lot of stuff to do. Okay, so let's move on. There's only one position left in the present before I reveal what's going to come at you, or let's just say for you. That sounds better. So this last position in the present talks about your actions at the moment. It's what you guys are doing physically. And I have here the 9 of Wands with, excuse me, the torch reversed. It does not surprise me that the 9 of Wands is here because this has kind of been all about you getting back into the swing of work. Maybe you were literally on vacation and now you're back to work. But the 9 of Wands is not just work. It's like skilled labor. It is also learning. But in this case, I think you guys have to pick up the slack. There's a lot of like retracing your steps. You know, you guys have been like kind of withdrawn for a little while, and now you got to almost like take a couple steps back and look at all these things that were not done properly, because I think you know what you're doing. Maybe some other people don't. Tell me more about the 9 of Wands with the torch reversed. Tell me more about the 9 of Wands with the torch reversed. Okay, so we have the 7. The 7 is just getting back into making progress again. It's kind of like getting things back on track. The 7 is like slow building. It's essentially having things be working, functioning normally, rather than, I think, having that step back. On the bottom, I have the bridge with the bread here. It's just something you guys have to do. It might be part of your job, or it's just something that needs to be done. And you can't really have fun anymore until it's done, until you finish doing it. So that's kind of what you're facing right now. But it seems like you guys are in your element. You're feeling good. You have that vitality. And you're ready to tackle the multitude of tasks that you have ahead of you. Okay, so let's take a look at the future. So what's coming up for my Virgo signs? What is, in the short-term future, couple weeks, what's coming at you? We have the Fool with Jupiter. Wow. This is so interesting because this is like a lucky break, but like nothing in specific. It's almost like lucky, like a chance meeting, a lucky encounter, something to that effect. Like a lucky chance meeting or encounter here is coming up for you that is going to give you some sort of benefit. Let me see what else comes out here. Tell me more about the Fool. Okay, tell me more about the Fool with Jupiter. Tell me about the Fool with Jupiter. Tell me about the Fool with Jupiter. The other thing I'm getting here is that there is something to be gained here from having this lackadaisical attitude, not taking things too seriously. Like you guys have a lot of work, but there is benefit here in not taking things too seriously. Have fun, enjoy the people you work with. That's kind of the message I'm getting here, and I think that's what you're stepping into anyway. That's what you're stepping into in the short-term future. Is having the hard work kind of brush off you because you're used to it, you're caught up, and now you can enjoy it, you're revitalized. Okay, let's pull advice for you guys. I think you guys barely need my advice. You're on the right track, but we'll see what comes up. All right, so we'll start with tarot cards, and we'll ask what my Virgos should be focused on doing or aware of. What is the best advice for my Virgos in general, or pertaining to what we just talked about, but let's just leave it general. Okay, that was fast. I like it when it's fast. Here we go. So I have the Ace of Swords with the Strength card reversed. That's weird. There's something about like accepting the truth, accepting the facts here. that is the advice. So if there's something that people are telling you that is a fact and you're not accepting it, the advice is to accept it. Let go. Know when it's time to give up, because there is truth behind that. Let's pull oracle cards here. Trying to think how that could pertain to your reading from before. I don't see how this pertains to your reading from anything from before. I think this is just its own thing. Anything else here for my Virgos? Anything else? Anything else for my Virgo signs? There we go. Jupiter again. Jupiter again. So, if you can accept something that is just a fact, it's almost like you're handed a present. Like, as soon as you say, fine, it's true, or it is what it is, it's like something works out for you in your benefit instantly. So the advice here is to just admit it, accept it, and move on, because it's in your best interest here. It's in your best interest, even though you're like really holding back. You don't want to look in this place. You don't want to accept this truth, whatever it is. You're definitely like shying away from it, and you don't want to face it. You don't want to deal with it. I don't know what it is. Let me see what's on top. This might tell me more about what it is. So what is this truth? Essentially, what is the Ace of Swords? We have the chair. We have the mask. And we have Scorpio. We have Scorpio. So it's a fact. So the mask is something that's just obvious, okay? It's obvious maybe to everyone but you, and you just need to accept it because that's kind of like a fact, right? But it's something that you've just sat in, and you've been sitting in a position that's wrong for so long, potentially, that it would be painful to get off of that seat, right? You're kind of entrenched in this chair. You're sitting in the chair. Getting off of it is going to be Scorpio, is going to hurt, because maybe it does. Maybe it's a punch to the ego, right? It's like, well, I was wrong this whole time. So something out there, this is a message coming through, be aware. If someone's telling you something that seems true and it's factual and there's evidence, I mean, I don't even want to say facts are facts. It's like, if there's evidence, multiple sources, a reasonable person would change their minds or look at that, right? All right. That's going to be it, guys. Virgos, thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate you guys. I will see you all in a couple weeks. Take care.